little man. Boy, I sure heard a bunch about you. See, I was a good friend of your dad's. We were in the Hanoi pit of hell together for 5 years. Hopefully you'll never have to experience this yourself. When two men are in a situation like you and me were, or as long as we were, you have some responsibility to do the other. If it had been me who had not made it, Major Khalid would be talking right now to my son. Jim, the way it turned out is I'm talking to you. Butch. You got some boy. This watch I got here was first purchased by your great-grandfather during the First World War. It was bought in a little general store in Knoxville, Tennessee, and made by the first company to ever make wristwatches. Until then, people just carried pocket watches. It was bought by private dive boy Ernie Coolidge on the day he set sail to Paris. This watch was your great-grandfather's watch, and he wore it every day he was in the war. And when he had done his duty, he went back home to your great-grandmother, took the watch off, and put it on an old coffee can. And in that can it stayed until your granddad, Ben Coolidge, was called upon by his country to go overseas and fight the Germans once again. And this time they called it World War II. Your great-grandfather gave the watch to your granddad for good luck, and unfortunately, Dane's luck wasn't as good as his old man's. Dane was a Marine. He was killed along with the other Marines in the Battle of White Island. Your granddad was, facing death. He knew it. None of those boys had any illusions about ever leaving that island alive. So, 3 days before the Japanese took the island, your granddad asked a gunner in an Air Force transport named of Winoki, a man he had never met before in his life, to deliver to his infant son, who he's never seen in the flesh, his gold watch. 3 days later, your granddad was dead. Winoki kept his word. When he had, when the war was over, paid a visit to your grandmother, delivering to your infant father his dad's gold watch. This watch. This watch was on your dad's wrist when he was shot down over Hanoi. He was captured, put in the Vietnamese prison camp. Your dad knew the gooks who saw the watch be confiscated, taken away. The way your dad looking at it was your birthright. He'd be damned if any souls were gonna put a little greasy hands on his boy's birthright, so he hid it. In one place he could hide something, his ass. So 5 long years he wore a watch up his ass, and then he died of dysentery and gave me the watch. And I hit the uncomfortable hunk of metal on my ass 2 years. And then after 7 years, I was sent home to my family. And now that